Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Sleek here today for episode 4 of the Madden XFL 20 Franchise League. Who's ready? I know I am. Week 1, exciting, nail-biting loss against the Miami Dolphins at their home stadium. Week 2, Arizona Cardinals at home. We successfully get our first win of the season, 31-17, and a defensive takedown over the Cardinals. And here we go. We got Taylor Bennett, who's got a message about our important win of the season. Congrats on the victory, coach. Early season wins are so important for momentum and team morale, and this was definitely one you can build on. Good luck, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, Taylor. Okie dokie. So, after the first 2 weeks, I think I want to change some things around. So Chris Moore hasn't been doing too much on the offense. So I think what I'm going to do is put Equinemius St. Brown as our wide receiver 2 on the team. Because Chris Moore, little to no play from him so far. We're going to move Demarius. No, not Demarius. What the fuck's his name? Dwayne. Sorry, Dwayne. Didn't mean to offend you. I know you're a great player. Dwayne Harris. Gonna move him up. Oh no. We want to move him above Moore. So there we go. We're going to have DeMarcus Robinson, Equinemius St. Brown, and Dwayne, our 3 wide receiver sets. Chris Ivory, Hilliard, Jeremy Langford, our running backs. Even though Ivory is freaking putting the team on his back most of the time. CJ Uzama, still starter. Penalty-wise, I think there were some penalties on the D-line. Not gonna be too worried about that. Nate Hairston, gotta keep him in. Even though he was penalty prone, he got 2 interceptions last week. Fidgelum, interception by him. So even though low overall, great player. And then Payne. Ray hasn't made too many plays, but he's out there. He's making plays. Maybe he's not getting the numbers that we want, but he's making the plays. And Nate Ebner at free safety. Everything else is working out. I think I'm going to I think I can set like a rotation or something. Yeah, here we go. Auto subs maybe. I'll do auto subs and I'm going to lower the sub in and sub out thing. So let's see. Change frequency of running backs being substituted in during the game. So I'm going to I'm going to raise this up a little bit, I think. Change the frequency of running backs being substituted out during the game. So maybe raise that up a little bit. So we'll raise that up and see what happens. Oh, let me accept that and continue. Okay, here we go. On to week 3 at Arrowhead against the Chiefs. Here we go. On to next week. Here we are, week 3, and look who's on the screen as our breakout player. Could it be our top player of the week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Nate Hairston? 10 tackles, 2 interceptions. So good by him. I thought it was going to be Payne, but that's all right. Hairston it is. So let's check it out. Week 1, Trace Sorley, TJ Yeldon against us, of course. Zach Vigil and JJ Wilcox, I believe that is. Week 2, we see a pattern here. Trace McSorley, Chicago Bears, NFC quarterback. 2 weeks in a row. Mike Glennon and Zach Brown for the Falcons. But look at what we have here. Our first interaction, breakout player, development trait, Donald Payne. Coach, the defense showed up in a big way last week, and speaking personally, might have been the best game of my career so far. Yes, it has, Donald. Yes, it has. If I can put together another game like that against the Chiefs, it'll go a long way towards establishing me as a leader of the team. Okay, Donald, what do we have to do? Hold the Chiefs to less than 250 yards, or get 1 interception, a forced fumble, tackle for loss, or a sack. I think with the way Donald Payne has been playing, he can do that. So hopefully, cross our fingers, Donald Payne, get a development trait boost. It looks like we're already ready to negotiate with some people. Our fullback, Derek Watt, our punter, Matt Wiley Coyote, looking like a crazy some, and looks like we're going to have a lot of people to re-sign, or at least think about re-signing. So what I'm going to do re-signing wise is if they make an impact in a game, I will re-sign them. Matt Wiley might have a ticket in there already with a fake punt that he successfully did. As far as these guys, Justin Watson might not ever see the field because of our depth at wide receivers. Same with Ross Dwelly. So we're just going to have to see who makes it and who doesn't. 69 overall against the 68 overall Chiefs. So we're favored here. Mercedes Lewis, tight end 1 for them. Jonathan Hankins, starting defensive tackle. And Leon Hall. Here we go at Arrowhead for week 3. So here we go. CJ Uzomah, Mercedes Lewis. Pretty even. Demarcus Robinson and their number 1 wide receiver. Eli Rogers doesn't have a touchdown this year. There we go. Left outside linebacker Shane Ravers. Ogunbonya Okoronkwa. Probably said that wrong, but there we go. And look at that. Jalen Moore versus somebody I didn't even see on our team, but that's the first time they showed that many players. Here we go. Starting it off right this time. Starting it off right. Offense. First drive of the game at Arrowhead. Here we go. Dwayne Harris starting it off right. Chris Ivory running up the middle. So hopefully with our little offensive changes in the depth chart, we can drive down the field with some new offensive weapons. Equinemius St. Brown, we have to get him involved. Young, talent, tall, can catch the jump ball in the red zone. Chris Ivory just pounded his way up the middle. Bell cow. Equinemius St. Brown, first involvement right there in the first quarter. There we go. Let's get him rolling. This is so epic. This is epic. Offense is driving down the field. Chris Ivory. There we go. Bradley Soul. I think that's our 3rd string tight end making an appearance. We must have been in an I-form set or something. Devin Smith is their kick returner. Reggie Bonifon, running back, doesn't even have a profile picture. He looks like a ghost out there. Hopefully we can stop him. Ooh, Jalen Moore came in as their running back. So unlike us, they must have a very high rate of switching in their running backs. Because Chris Ivory, even though I changed it, we're down at the 5-yard line. Please no safety. Please no safety. There we go. Out of there. Got some yardage behind us. There we go. Dontrell Hilliard in the game, seeing the light of day. Jeremy Langford in the game. There we go. All 3 running backs making an appearance. CJ Uzomah. There we go. Oh, there was their number 1 left outside linebacker. Jeremy Langford now. Here we go. They're going to get some stats on the board this game. No doubt about it. Maybe I'll tweak it down just a little bit because now the fullback's in the game. So maybe I got to tweak it back just a little bit so Chris Ivory stays in the field a little bit longer. But that's all right. So 3rd down and 10 in their side of the field. Oh, penalty against the offense. Come on, Connor. Trying to convert, but we can't. And we have to suffer the consequences, go for a punt. So Tyrod Taylor, their quarterback on the Chiefs. Jalen Moore, running back. And Reggie Bonifon. No profile picture ghost. So 2 scrambling quarterbacks up against each other. Mercedes Lewis, their tight end. Oh, they're driving. They're driving down the field. No! No! Donald Payne! No! Cancel sim. No! Oh, we can't even check the injury report. Oh, man. That sucks. Can we check the injury report, please? No. Donald. Foot fracture. Oh, God. Donald Payne, starting middle linebacker, just got a development trade upgrade, or at least he was going to. Foot fracture. That's going to hurt our defense. We're going to have to get another middle linebacker. Dang. That is a big loss on our defense. Let's see if we can pull it out, though. Still got a full game left. So here we go. Back on offense. Chris Ivory leading the way, as always. Big boy Chris. Dwayne Harris making his moves out of the slot. I think our offensive tweaks worked out in our favor. As long as Griffin can throw some good passes. Throw it up to Equinemius St. Brown in this area. Come on. Okay, DeMarcus Robinson. Okay. There we go. Equinemius. Come on. Make Notre Dame proud. Dwayne Harris. I believe that's his second touchdown of the season out of the slot. Making a name for himself at wide receiver, starting wide receiver out of the slot. Okay, Aldrick Robinson. I believe that's his first catch for the Chiefs. Mercedes Lewis. That's one of their go-to targets. Again, 23 yards. Jalen Moore. Oh, Reggie Bonifant, 1 yard rush to end the second quarter. Finally get points on the board. 27 seconds left. I say we just kneel it out. Come on. Or we just run with Chris Ivory. Just pad the stats a little, I guess. So the Chiefs are going to get the ball, start the second half of the game. What can they do? Reggie Bonifant. That's their starting running back for sure. Just like Chris Ivory, they put the team on his back, and he just keeps on running. There's a pass out of the backfield. We have to stop that. We have to. Dayton Jones, come on, buddy. We can't have these penalties, especially on our side of the field. Devin Smith, their punt returner, makes a play. Nice sack, Darren Bates. I think that's our first sack of the season. There we go. Okay, come on, stop them. 4th and 2, nice. We got the stop. No touchdown, but they still got the field goal. Here we go. Our first drive of the second half. Let's see how we do. DeMarcus Robinson, getting him involved early and often. Kind of liked in the second quarter how we kind of switched it up a little bit. We gave every running back, even the fullback, time to run the ball. Chris Ivory. Even on 2nd and long, we still run the ball with him. We have a lot of faith in Chris. DeMarcus Robinson, okay. Okay, we're in the red zone. In the red zone. Equinemius St. Brown, open in the end zone. Come on. Throw to Equinemius. Oh, come on, 1 yard. Dang. Gonna have to settle for the field goal. Good job, Josh. Winning by 7. Time's ticking down in the 3rd. Gonna go into the 4th, probably. Ooh, 17-yard pass. They like that Devin Smith, their kick returner. Aldrick Robinson, okay. Into the 4th quarter, 17-10. They're driving. Aldrick Robinson. They like to do the 1-2. They pass the ball to the same player twice. Jalen Moore. Oh no, our other middle linebacker got hurt. 2 middle linebackers. And Devin Smith got the touchdown. They have tied the game up. Rest of the 4th quarter to go. This is looking bad for our defense. 2 middle linebackers out. We're going to have to trade for a middle linebacker. Come on, Chris. Put the team on your back as you normally do. Just lead the drive, right up the middle, run down the clock. Let's get this touchdown. Let's win the game. Okay, RG3 putting it in his hands. Okay, RG. Chris and RG. Just run the clock down. Look at the clock dripping down to 3 minutes. There we go. Dwayne making his... Here we go. Equinemius. Red zone time. Dontrell Hilliard in the game. Hilliard. Jeremy Langford converting 1st and goal. Here we go. Oh, throwing away pass. Come on. Got to get points. Dontrell Hilliard, first touchdown of the season for our punt returner and 2nd running back on the depth chart. Dontrell Hilliard. Touchdown. Okay, 2-minute drill. 3 timeouts apiece. Here we go. We got to get a stop. No middle linebackers. No middle linebackers on our team playing right now. Unless Goodson's back out there. 4th and 1. We got the stop. Oh, they went for it. Come on. Come on, defense. Get the stop. 2nd and 7. They're just running the ball. They're not even passing the ball. They're doing a similar game plan. There we go. Ja'Kai Polite with the sack. 3rd and 14. Interception. Clayton Fedulum just sealed the deal. Game is over. Baltimore Ravens, 2nd win of the season. Way to go, boys. Defense holds true once again. 2 middle linebackers out of the game early on. We still make it happen. Get our two first sacks on the season. And we beat the Chiefs at home at Arrowhead. Andy Reid is pissed. So is Tyrod Taylor. Here we go. Time to check out the stats. Robert Griffin. 120 quarterback passer rating, 72 completions, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That seems like what our game plan is. Don't make mistakes on the field. 0 turnovers to 2. Last week it was 0 to 4. No mistakes by our team. That is our motto. No mistakes. So Chris Ivory putting the team on the back once again. Robert Griffin getting his running shoes on in this game. Jeremy Langford, everybody got at least 1 run in the game. Here we go. Robinson, 4 for 44. Dwayne Harris, 4 for 39. 1 touchdown. Equinemius got 3 catches. I thought he would be involved more, but that's all right. Uzama still involved like normal. And there, our 3rd tight end on the depth chart. Bradley Sowell came in and caught a reception. First reception of the season for a touchdown. On defense, our man Darren Bates came in as backup middle linebacker, led the team with tackles. Sacks, first 2 sacks go to Darren Bates, backup middle linebacker, and Ja'Kai Polite, right outside linebacker. Interceptions, 2 to Clayton Fedulum. Clayton becoming a big name here at Baltimore. Strong safety. So instead of playing 2 games this week, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go trade for a middle linebacker, depending on how long our middle linebackers are out, and end the week there. But here we go. Look at the upgrades. Robert Griffin even got an upgrade. Wow. There we go. Our 2nd win of the season. We are now 2-1 on the year. Plenty of upgrades. I think our overall is going to go up after that one. Ja'Kai Polite has something to say. I know it's going to be bad, but that's all right. So that wasn't the elite performance I was hoping for. And it's not for the lack of effort. I promise you that. Maybe it's the scheme, the play calling. I don't know. Well, sorry, Donald. We know what happened. You got injured. You don't have to give those excuses to us. We know what happened. So 1 new injury. So it looks like BJ Goodson should be fine. But Donald Payne out for 8 weeks. Ah, man. That is a heartbreaker. Okay, we're still at a 69 overall, but we had plenty of upgrades. Let's see who's at middle linebacker now. So Bates and Goodson, they're there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade for a middle linebacker or go to the free agency and look one up. And when I have one and put him on the team, I will let you know. Thank you guys for watching, and I will have you guys back when I get the middle linebacker. Okay, I'm back, and I have made a decision. I have been accepted by the Jets, New York Jets, with Watson, our 6th wide receiver on our team, because the re-sign period was going to happen pretty soon, and Watson was on the team but never seen on the field because of our depth at wide receiver. I decided to look for a good new home for him that he could be used somewhere else, valued there. So I traded him over to the Jets for Scooby Wright III, middle linebacker. A young player, good developmental player, and even when Payne comes back, we will have him as a backup middle linebacker that could be developmental and on our team, ready to go whenever another injury happens. But that is the trade. Watson for Wright. Sorry if you liked Watson. He was never going to be on the field, though, due to the depth. Scooby Wright, new middle linebacker. He won't be the starter. He will be behind Goodson, but he will be our 2nd middle linebacker on the team with Payne out. And he already made it into the depth chart. And Bates, who was one of our first sack getters on the team, Darren Bates, he will be our 3rd middle linebacker there. I'm also thinking in the long run that maybe we should get rid of Dayton Jones, not only because he's old, but we will have to re-sign him as well, and he does not seem to be like the best fit for our team in terms of he doesn't fit our scheme, and he hasn't made any big plays yet on defense. And I'm pretty sure he got a couple penalties so far. So we will have to see there. I will advance to the next week, show you the stats from the week before, and that will be the video. So if you like the video so far, like the trade that I made, leave a like down below. Comment what else I should do. Look at this. Clayton Fedulum, our new breakout candidate. Hopefully it doesn't end badly like it did for Donald Payne. So hopefully we can get him developed. So let's go check our stats and how we compare to the other players in the league. So we're 31st in passing yards, probably because Robert Griffin is more of a scrambling quarterback. We're second in rushing yards with Chris Ivory, second in touchdowns with 3. CJ Uzama, our top tight end, is middle of the road. Our passer rating is 13th in the NFL. But let's check. After 3 weeks, who leads the NFL? Quarterback Trace McSorley still at the top of the board. 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Marcus Mariota up there. 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Just under 1,000 yards. Matt Barkley for the Bengals. Andrew Luck. He has not thrown an interception yet, so good for him. Over to rushing. Alfred Blue with 290 yards. Chris Ivory up there with 281. TJ Yeldon still up there, 265. Brandon Bolden. Javorius Allen. Shane Vereen went from the top down to like 6th place. Receiving yards, Richie James. So it looks like the Bengals are a pretty good team. Lead the league in rushing and passing, receiving anyways. Ryan Grant. So the Dolphins, pretty good team as well. Dontrell Inman's up there. Tavon Austin, Alex Erickson, Jakeem Grant. Defensively, most tackles in the league, Chase Allen, Denzel Perryman, Raphael Bush. Most sacks in the league go to this guy. I'm not going to even attempt the name. Christian Kirksey, behind him with 3.5 sacks. Most interceptions goes to our strong safety, Clayton Fedulum. Perry Nickerson. Anybody got any defensive touchdowns so far? 2 defensive touchdowns. Donald Payne and Jamel Dean. So that'll do it for the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy, Schleek. Peace.